So will Trump's strategy in China work? Joining me now, American Enterprise Institute China expert Derek Scissors. And Derek, we're going to show people also what's going on in the airport in Hong Kong, because this has been one of the biggest factors going on overnight. Right now, the airport is shut down. They're waiting for the new day over there. What do you think that will bring?
Hong Kong, the thing we can't see in Hong Kong is whether the Chinese government thinks there are protesters in China in sympathy with what's going on in Hong Kong. If it's just Hong Kong, China can stay out of it and let the protests exhaust themselves, let people get tired of the disorder. But if you see mirror protests in China saying, we stand with the Hong Kong protesters, we want freedom, whatever they're looking for, that's what will trigger a Chinese reaction.
Yeah.
And of course, here we don't know everything that's going on in China, so we won't necessarily see it.
No, and forgive me, the picture that we're looking at, they've actually reopened the airport, so you can see people are filing in there in an orderly manner. I would warn that, it started like this yesterday as well, and they thought it was going to be a normal day, and as time went on, more and more protesters showed up at the airport. But, this is quite a switch. How does this all balance out, with everything that's going on with the president in mainland China? Does it distract President Xi from the negotiation that he's having with President Trump? Or in a way, does it maybe give him more resolve as he needs to look tough everywhere?
Again, I think if the question, Hong Kong is a little bit of an embarrassment for him.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters that much. The question is whether there's unhappiness within China itself. Are there students who are going to see Hong Kong students protesting and they're going to start protesting in Chinese cities? That fear is very important to Xi Jinping. That is going to, if that's what he's worried about. If he's worried about Hong Kong, he has plenty of room to maneuver with the U.S. If he's worried about spreading discontent in China, he has to take a hard line.
Yeah. What do you think of the president's move to delay those tariffs today? Does it make it feel like he blinked?
I think it's a domestic political move. I don't think it's about backing down to China. I think the president was very upset with China a couple weeks ago. He announced new tariffs more quickly than a lot of people in his own administration would have otherwise chosen. And now he's realizing, look, I can get to those tariffs later. I want to reassure everyone. I want to take Christmas off the table as a political issue. No Democrat can criticize me for ruining Christmas. And so I think it's a domestic political move. I don't think he blinked to China. He may have blinked to American politics.
And even if you look at the balance of all the different agreements that are going on, how do you sort that out? I mean, the USMCA, that's a win. I mean, when you look at Mexico and Canada, if they're able to get that over the finish line, I mean, it's so close to being done. Also trying to make a deal with the UK. I mean, how does it all sort out in your mind on all these different fronts? How would you score it?
Well, I study China, and I see China as a threat in various ways to the United States, and also a horribly repressive regime. We hope we don't see that in Hong Kong, but we could. Whereas a deal with Mexico and Canada, we have problems with those countries, especially Mexico, but they're not repressive dictatorships who are a threat to the U.S. Britain obviously isn't. We might have a deal with Japan, a small deal. They're another democracy. So I divide this up as in you make the deals with countries that are better run countries, that are better friends to the United States. That makes you stronger to then turn to the Chinese and say, we don't need you. Improve the way you're behaving toward us, or we'll just deal with other countries.